In this video, I'll be sharing with you a simple way of making a money bowl. So essentially, money bowl is like for prosperity, to invite a flow of wealth, income, monetary abundance like into your life. So what you'll need is a bowl. I'm using green because it represents money, but you can use any bowl or a plate or anything that you own. I'll be using a green candle as well, but same goes if you do not have, you may use like white or like a generic color. And other than that, for the note, the manifestation note, I'll be using actually my green sticky pad because I feel like it's small and convenient. And then I'll be also using green ink to write down my intentions and affirmations, and a green marker or highlighter to sign off my name. So that would be the essential basic stuff. But like other people, they insert in like cinnamon sticks or like bay leaves and stuff like that, but it's all up to you and up to what you have. I feel like you do not have to go out of your way to buy things just to make a craft. Just use something that you already have or own, and yeah, that'll be it. So this is my first round of cleansing my stuff. So basically, I'm a big and huge fan of Palo Santo, so I'm using the stick to just cleanse the bowl, cleanse the candle, and just the things that I'll be using for this craft. And for the bowl wise, it's actually quite easy for me to source out a green bowl at a cheap price. But of course, if you do not have, or maybe you cannot use like an obvious item at home, you may actually use a sachet or like a pouch to make a smaller money kind of pouch, and maybe something that you can bring around as well. But it'll be harder to maintain because if you want to interact with it, then like a pouch is super small and a little inconvenient, I feel. Yeah, so I'm just clearing out the space that I'm working at and preparing to write my affirmations. And for this first note, it's actually a generic one. I'm just writing like super open-ended affirmations that I feel will be helpful, and because I want to slowly like change my mindset from inside out. So before asking for some things, I'm just trying to like reset my subconscious, so when I add in more notes, right, I can be focused on the intent that I want. So what am I doing here is that after I write an affirmation, I will turn it clockwise and write the next one. So for me, color association, directions, I feel like it play a part because it helps using the elemental of the world and earth. So why clockwise? Clockwise is known to like invite things in, bring things in, and anti-clockwise is to like chase them out or like banish them out. So after all the affirmations are done, I sign off my name, and yeah, that's basically the simple note that we will have to fit into the bowl. So as an addition, I'm also like adding like dollar signs as symbols and like a form of sigil to represent money, and I'm just folding it. So it got out of shot here, but I basically fold it and then turn it clockwise and then fold it again, same thing, same directions. So for me, I'm just leaving a slight space for me to seal it out with candle. So I'm trying my best to get it as neat as possible and have a way for it to combine together when I seal it with the wax. So yeah. So before I start to put together like finish up the notes and stuff, here I'm like burning out the candle that I use for sealing in my intention. So basically I'm just using the melted wax to seal off the note and manifestation desires. So yeah, it's a form of like I just view it as like a stem you can say, like so the symbolism for this is that I view it as a stem, like like those steel wax stem, like a confirmation that this is like the contract, yeah, so something like that. So it seals pretty well, so that's why I into melted wax when I seal in my sigils, my notes, my symbols and stuff. Okay, so before I assemble it, this is the second round of cleansing. And same thing with the directions, I tend to go clockwise because you're inviting the money in, you're inviting the prosperity in, so yeah. Okay, time to assemble. So as you can see, there's different form of monetary to symbolize the currency that we use, and I have like golden coins, silver coins, and a few bills here and there. And yeah, one important thing is to have a intention for the things that you're using, and this will be the bills that I'll be feeding the bowl like every now and then to keep the energy flowing and interaction active, so it doesn't stay stagnant. So as you can see, there's two different kinds of coins that I'll be putting in. This first bunch is actually foreign coins. Maybe as an intention is to symbolize like you receiving more than enough income to be able to travel the world and like constantly have like money flowing in to be able to travel and stuff. So that's why I'm including these foreign coins at the base of my bowl. Is like one of the strongest intent in my mind to be able to travel around and like not be afraid to spend the money to go around. And one of these $1 bill will be the base of where I'm gonna put my candle. So other than that, I'll be using my local coins, so as an intention and symbolism of like me earning my income here in my country, and like inviting more abundance, prosperity, opportunities and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna be like showering it around the candle itself. So as an addition, my local $5 bill is actually green in color, so I'm just going to be using it to feed in the bowl too. So these are the stack of bills that I'll be like putting inside like every now and then to keep the energy flowing and not stuck or stagnant. And don't forget our manifestation note, the desire note, and you can just toss that in as well. And as a symbolism, I'm also drawing like a dollar sign on the note itself to strengthen it and like to put in more power in the intention. Yeah, it's as simple as that. If you want, you can just trace over the symbol with your hand and like give it some energy and stuff. And also additional step, you don't have to do this, but I'll be carving the symbol into my candle as well. So a simple dollar sign on the candle itself. Okay, with that I'll be finishing up my assemble, and that'll be it, honestly. So it's as simple as just putting together things that represent monetary for you. So using the candle that I use to seal things, I'm burning it so that it locks the intention and stuff. And last but not least, my favorite part of everything, cleansing. So this is the last and third cleanse for the bowl, because everything has come together. So like I'm blessing it with like the good energy and like inviting energy. And for this bowl, just let the candle run out and until it completely dries out. And if for some reason you have to leave the house and you can't leave it burning, right, instead of blowing it out, just snuff it. And there you have your simple at home DIY money bowl. And don't forget to interact with it like every now and then to keep the energy flowing so it's not stuck. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment and I will get it back to you in the future videos. Thank you for watching, and I hope you do create your own money bowl. And if you do, don't forget to post it up, and you can always hashtag lovelight on Instagram so I can check it out.